One of the strengths of ELECTRI International is that we consistently involve members of the ELECTRI Council in the evaluation and selection of the projects the Foundation will fund. Our Program Review Committee is in charge of the very important work of bringing together the right researchers and the right projects. Here, Russ Alessi, President of ELECTRI International, talks with Brian Christopher, Chair of the Program Review Committee, Wayne Butler, a member of the committee, and Professor Jerry Rounds from the University of New Mexico, who has worked with ELECTRI International for many years to help us organize and prioritize our program agenda. Let's listen in.
Jerry, maybe you can give us a little history about the process and how it's evolved.
There's some real objectives that we have. One of them is that we want to make sure the members are involved in decision making. Another one is we want to be very open so people know how we make decisions on projects. And the third objective is we want to have the best possible projects of those that are available to us to do in any given year to invest in. So we start out very early and we try to get ideas from membership broadly as to what they think are key issues that we need to study. Then we try to refine that over a period of time, go through a lot of processes, and eventually we'll come up with some key areas that we want to research, and that goes out in a request for proposals in RFP. And we ask for one-page concept proposals that address these issues, or if someone has another key issue that they think should be in there, then they can send in kind of an unsolicited one. And then the review committee, this review committee, will go through those and we'll get 70 to 90 of those and try to winnow out and find those that we think are really the best proposals, people who can do what they say they are in the research, those that really address the needs that we think the industry has. And of those, we come up with about a dozen, and then we'll ask the researchers to prepare a full proposal, which is only about 5 pages, it's not very long, make a presentation in July to the whole membership, and at that meeting then the whole membership votes on these dozen or so proposals. And it's always exciting. We go through at the end and people vote, and it's all done electronically and on screen, and tally up and come up to see who has the most votes in terms of the proposals. And that's how we select them, and we fund the proposals up to the number that reach our budget for that year, or fewer if we don't think that there are that many that we want to fund. We don't go over the budget, but if we don't think we have enough good proposals, then we'll back off and only fund some of the top ones. So that's it's really pretty much a year cycle to get into this.
Brian, what do you think is the key role of the Program Review Committee? You're starting out as the new chairman this year, and what do you want to emphasize to the committee?
Well, as I think Jerry said, and I said, and I'm guessing we're going to have a minimum of 70, maybe as many as 100 proposals. And you're a little overwhelmed by that at first because, you've fairly got to read all of those, and they're basically one-pagers. Make some judgments on the content of the proposal that's being made. Also make some judgments on the person who is going to be doing the study. And of course, we have the dollars that are proposed for that study up front, so we're weighing his content and his ability and the cost against about 100 others, with the exception that generally I think it's 5 different categories we have them in. And you do try to pick some from each category, and you like to pick some new people. But it's a comfort level to go with tried and true.
Yeah.